All right, guys. So one more person. This time it's Imran. And interestingly, he seems to be from either US or UK. Most probably US. His accent was American, most likely. Not UK accent, but chalo. And this guy seems to be second generation, definitely not first generation, second, or it could be third also. He could be third also. And he seems to advocate, living a simple life, not spending this, not spending on anything, and then basically claiming that he's a millionaire. So I will share the reel with you. Basically it goes on to say, oh, you are a millionaire? Yeah. He says, yeah, I'm a millionaire. But then, oh, you don't have any fancy shoes, or don't have any fancy clothes, you don't have any bank balance. So, and then the person say, the person was asking the question is, and then Imran answers, it's all about buying the time back, this and that. So please remember, it's not like if Elon Musk has made a lot of money, or anybody who's made a lot of money, he doesn't have a time. They keep figuring out ways to make more time, as well as keep making more money, and then keep becoming freer. So my formula are all about that. That's what I talk about all the time. But forget my formula, just generally speaking. Generally speaking, in general, I don't like this kind of people. They confuse you. Because the biggest utilization of money is you spend it. You spend it on things. Yes, things that will bring you happiness, that you like, that you love. And that is one of the things, And why I feel this person would be doing so many wrong things. First of all, if you have $1 million a year, $1 million, not a year, per year, if you have $1 million, that means you're a millionaire, that is not enough to live in this country. I made multiple videos explaining why there's so many expenses. Ask Imran. You ask Imran. Imran, you yourself ask yourself, do you plan to send your kids to public school? Because the cost of sending 2 kids to private school is about $55,000, $50 to $55,000 to $60,000 a year. Yeah. So if you don't value education, if your kids, can go to anything, again, I'm not saying public schools are worse than private schools or anything. The point is, if you're making so much money, then you better go with the best, right? Even if it's 1% better. I'm again saying it's only pretty 1 or 2% better. But if you have so much money, so I don't know why how are you a rich person if you cannot even send your kids to the best school in town? So I don't know. So if you cannot afford a basic car, if you cannot afford a basic house, then how are you a rich person? And you're saying you will be, so you probably have done this entire cycle only once. I have gone through this cycle 5 times. So the point is, what is the cycle? Cycle is, you start making certain amount of money, and then you stop, and then you basically start to save your time. So now you have time, and you have money coming in, and then you go to the next level, where you have again more money coming in, and again you have the time back. Then again start. So remember, in the success secret shortcut formula for $1 million a year, I always say that after 2-3 years you'll start to become freer. Remember, right? So that's what I'm talking about. So I'm free. It's not like I don't have. I'm not spending 10 times more time than I was making than before, when I was making $100,000 a year. Making sense? So I'm not free. What I mean is, I'm relatively free. So even though I'm making 10 times more money, I'm not spending 10 times more time. Rather, I'm spending much lesser time. So I've achieved that stage in the formula that I always advocate. So this guy could be caught in the first stage, because making 40-50K a year by just doing some simple thing is also very easy. He could just drive Uber, and well, Uber will take some time, but something similar, like let's say stock trading or something. He could be making money through something, and he says and then he'll get stuck. But then expenses are coming. Once he gets to the second stage of life, where he has wife, and then next third stage is when he has kids, then he'll need a proper house, proper everything. Then that's when he will start to realize. So a lot of people are trapped in this. They need to get to they need to at least make 25,000 a year, a month, or $300,000 a year without doing anything, to be able to make this claim that, okay, if you're making $300,000 a year and you are able to spare all your time, then you should say, okay, yeah, if you want to stop there, it's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. I don't recommend that, but still, if you want to stop there. But person like Imran is definitely misguided. And I don't want anybody to be misguided. I don't want you to stop at like $30,000 a year or $40,000 a year, which is enough to make to live, or $67,000 a year is enough to make to live a normal life, less than, a little penurious life, but still you can easily survive, send your kids to public school, live in a 2-bedroom house, and you can and live in the outskirts, drive a shady car. Yes, a Chevy car. You drive a old car, and yes, you can live. Yes, you can live like that. You can easily pay your bills, and that much money you can make using welfare also. You don't need to really work, right? But if you want to make $300,000 a year, then that's what you would take. If you want to live a proper life, where you live in a proper house, proper cars, and proper everything, then that's something you would require at least $300,000 a year. And so if you have an arrangement to be able to make $300,000 every single year without working, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. But as part of my philosophy, use this time to make even more money, because that's what will keep you going. Otherwise, you'll start to feel somewhere it's not great. It's not going to do some great thing to you, or you start to do something else makes you really happy. Like I've seen a person who have started an NGO. I've seen people who do something different. They start to take risks in terms of making a startup. I've seen a person started an equity fund, a private equity fund. So because he had made a lot of money, now he just started a fund. He's just collected money from his friends and then invested in various companies, and he started making money that way. And well, that's another way to make more money, right? So it's not like NGO, but a person can do anything, right? A person can do charity activities or whatever he likes, but that should happen at least at $300,000 a year, which is very hard to make in a passive manner in America. It's very hard to make. Making 10, 50, the guy is talking, Imran is talking about making maybe $50,000, $60,000 a year, maybe $70,000 a year. That much he can make even by by being on a welfare. If he's disabled, that much money he will make anyway. Government will give him. So that only kind of money is not enough to do very well in this country. Okay. All right, guys.